failed the NCLEX once or multiple times and you're doubting your credibility, you're anxious, you're depressed, and you have friends and family members talking down on you, this video is for you. Hello, my name is Kelly. I am a registered nurse in the United States, in England, and in Cameroon. I've literally practiced in all these three countries. Nonetheless, I am currently practicing in England. So, I took the NCLEX too. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about, our mindset when we fail the NCLEX, what actually happens, and most importantly, I'm going to be telling you what to do in order to avoid this. Yes, if you listen to this video to the end and you go in for your NCLEX, you're going to pass. Take it from me. First thing first, when we fail the NCLEX, it's but normal for us to feel anxious, for us to feel depressed, for us to doubt our credibility, asking ourselves so many questions. Yes, because we believe that we have studied so hard for this exam. So why am I failing it when I've studied literally so well and so hard, and I believe that I know my content, my nursing content? Yes, it's normal to feel this way. Stay tuned to the end of this video. You're going to, diagnose why you keep failing the NCLEX despite all your efforts, despite thinking that you're doing the right thing. You answer the questions well, but you keep getting the bad pop-up. First thing first, breathe. It's not your fault. It happens. So I want you to put yourself in that position where you don't have any guilt and you're not anxious, you're not depressed. It's difficult to take yourself out from that place after, working so hard to pass this exam, and then you get the bad pop-up. I know, I understand very well. So you need to take yourself out of that place. Maybe family and friends, they try to, talk you down and you're feeling guilty, you're feeling bad. Take yourself out of that place. It's already happened. What happens in the past remains in the past. We're looking at the future. We are trying to fix the mistakes that you made that ended up with the bad pop-up. So yes, maybe you were rushing because you've got a job offer and you just want to go write this exam and pass. You didn't think, or you didn't prepare well for this exam. Yes, maybe, just maybe, you didn't analyze the questions very well while in the examination hall. You didn't take your time to understand what the exam is actually asking you. Remember, yes, I don't want to let the cat out of the bag now. So what can we do when you fail the NCLEX? The first thing first I normally advise my students to do is go back and apply for your results. You want to get an analysis of your results. You want to know your strengths and your weaknesses. You want to know the things that the areas where you are weak. You have to prepare. Focus on preparing and not passing. If you focus on passing, then you might fail again. So you need to focus this time more on preparing for the exam. So, after knowing your strengths and weaknesses, you start preparing for your exam. Then this takes us to step 2. What do I have to do? You have to limit your resources. Yes, you have to limit. It may sound bizarre, like how can she be telling me that I have to limit your resources? This is because when you tend to use so many resources, you get yourself confused. You need to limit your resources to the ones that works well for you. You see that NCLEX tutor that whenever they explain concept, principles, procedures, steps, you understand perfect. Those are the people you want to click with, or you want to follow back to back. Those are the people you want to listen more to. You see those apps where when you read their rationales, you understand better, you want to do that. So you want to limit your resources. That's the second point. And this takes us to the third point. While you are studying, you have to, focus more on the areas where you are weak. You have to focus on the areas where you are not strong in. So the areas where you failed a lot of questions in the NCLEX, you want to focus more on those areas. This does not disregard the areas where you are strong. You still need to be answering questions in those areas. Just maybe you failed because maybe the first 15 questions that you had, they were literally very tough, and they were not areas where you prepared so well in. So that's why you got anxious. So you need to answer these questions. While you're studying, remember, this is very, very important. Track your progress. So when you're answering these questions and reading the rationales, you need to see what you are scoring, if you're progressing or not, because it's your progress that will tell you when you're ready to schedule your next exam, not your feelings, not what anybody is saying, not what the recent job offer you got are telling you. It's your progress in preparation that will tell you when next you have to book your next exam. If you forget anything I'm saying today, don't forget this one. So you need to track your progress regularly because this will help you in passing. Remember, you're focusing more on preparing and not passing the exam. What next you have to put in mind when you're preparing? The NCLEX, they know that you are a new grad, you haven't have bedside experience. They know all of this. So they want to check if you are safe to practice. So NCLEX is more of safety. The next point, think about safety always. When you are doing prioritization or whatever questions you're answering, think about safety. Think about ABCD assessment. Yes, you will only ignore assessment when patient is in distress. Shift your mind away from assessment when all the assessment values are being explained in the question. So for instance, they'll give you vitals A, B, C, D all provided, then they ask you to what are you going to do next. So you need to start thinking about intervention because assessment values have been provided, patient is in distress, so look for intervention. If not, then always think about assessment first, safety, assessment, and analysis. Okay, when you do that, it helps you to know exactly what you are doing. And when you look at the question, rush to answer. Take your time to understand these questions. Take your time to understand these questions. Analyze them. Try to put yourself, picture them in a practical environment. If this is happening, what can I do? So you need to think about that where you're preparing for your NCLEX. These measures are going to help you to pass your NCLEX. If you fail to put them into practice and you rush thinking that you're ready, you're still going to get the same result. So you need to do something different this time to be able to pass the exam in your next attempt. Or focus primarily on the rationales. Think safety, think A, B, C, D. Just analyze the questions. Always make sure you have an understanding of the question. Most times I tell my students that when preparing for the NCLEX, when you read the question, try to picture it in real life. Don't just answer it as if it's an exam. Try to picture it in real life and say, okay, in this situation, if it's real life, what am I going to do first? So try to make an analysis of the question. Don't rush. You've got the time to think about your questions rightly. So remember, do not focus on the emotions when you fail. Do not focus on it. Plan your preparations. Look at your strengths and your weaknesses. Focus on your weaknesses more. Remember not to disregard areas where you're strong in. So do not forget those areas. You have to incorporate all of these areas in your study plan. Track your progress regularly to know where you are. You want to score high before going for the actual exam. Remember to always think of safety, A, B, C, D, assessment, while you're taking the NCLEX. So assign a patient. Are you able to keep that patient safe until, maybe the right interventions are being planned and, implemented? So think about your safety. Always analyze the questions. Try to picture them in real life situations. Take your time. Do not rush. If you put all of these into practice and don't focus on your emotions while you feel if you're ever going to pass, but focus on preparation or preparing for the NCLEX, then believe me, you're going to make it and you're going to pass this time. Stay tuned. In my next video, I will be explaining what you need to do and while in the exam, how you need to prepare yourself psychologically and physically in order to pass the exam. Thank you. See you in my next video. Bye.